I think the concerns which people have about foreigners, about dilution, about values, about social impact, these are not unreasonable concerns. The way Singapore works, there's a certain way we have socialized with one another. We are Singaporeans together, as the song goes. When you bring in foreigners, in some ways you enrich that. In many ways you enrich that. They bring talent, they bring experience, they bring a different perspective on things. But at the same time, you dilute that, at least temporarily, because they don't have the same background. You can come from China, but you're not the Singaporean Chinese. You can come from India, but you're not the Singaporean Indian. And there's a difference between a Singaporean Chinese and a Chinese Chinese, and a Singaporean Indian and an Indian Indian. And I told one foreign leader this once, and he looked at me in puzzlement, and he turned to his interpreter and said, "What is this Chinese Chinese? Indian Indian?" I don't know what his interpreter said, but I gave him a further elaboration just in case the interpreter didn't convey my meaning. But you know what I mean, and it's a real concern. On the other hand, we need the economy to grow. We need talent to develop new things in Singapore, to stand out in the world. And you can never have enough talent. So we've got to keep on bringing in talent, keep on bringing in numbers, but in a controlled way, which is good for our economy, which complements Singaporean workers and professionals rather than puts them out of a job, and at the same time which doesn't dilute my social norms and mores and the way Singapore works and cause frictions and conflict within Singapore.